better than Project Zomboid? We shall see. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at the latest experimental update for a game by the name of Humanit Z. Open world, top-down perspective, and also tons of zombies with base building and vehicles and much, much more. This game has been around for a little while. Since 2020, the devs have been working on this, and they're dropping yet another update at the end of this month, but right now it's in an experimental mode. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that and find out what makes Humanit Z so much different and, in some ways, better than Project Zomboid. But, of course, well, minigames have a long way to go before they can compete with a juggernaut such as that is just simply good for just being so different. So, if you'd like to see more games like Humanit Z, Infection-Free Zone, and Project Zomboid, make sure you right now hit that like button so you can get a lot more of these games in your feed. Subscribe and turn on that notification bell, and thanks for becoming members with that link down below. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started with our first look then at the 9.12 experimental update or Humanit Z. Now, first of all, this game has a character creator, which you can basically carry over to many of the other game modes, which do allow you to basically start as an unemployed person, all the way up to mechanics, junior biodiesel researchers, emergency medical personnel, gunsmiths, boxers, farmers, food service workers, fishermen, car salesmen, outdoorsmen, and some other things that will give you, of course, different benefits in the field. Now, you can choose from several different characters, and it's got a little bit of a nice character creator, although it'll be kind of hard to see your character once you start and you're armored up and or have a hat and other things on. But, you know, you pick a few details about your character and then, of course, save your profile over there. This game also has online servers and is multiplayer. So there's actually dedicated servers to where you can jump on with your friends or play with or against other people. There are PvP only servers and PvE servers, so right off the bat, that's kind of interesting, having all the characters almost in more of an MMO type situation where they're all encouraged to play together, but you are allowed to play on your own private server and play PvE against the zombies and or raiders and other creatures and humans out there as well, so keep that in mind. If we're going to go ahead and start a new game, then we'll go ahead and continue and take a look at the tutorial, the single player mode, the multiplayer mode, and the scenario mode, which is newer for me. There's a couple of different modes here that are coming soon, but right now, the swamp survival. You're trapped on a small piece of land, and of course, the enemies will continue to come until you basically die. Zomboid has a mode like that, so it's good to see something along that line in this game. If we go to single player, you can see a huge plethora of all these different settings for how frequently loot will respawn, if you want it to respond at all, different types of damage for you, and your pet too. You actually get a dog in this game, as the main splash screen alludes to. You can actually have a pet, and they'll fight with you and, of course, be by your side, which is pretty damn awesome, actually. I don't think Zomboid or any other games that I've really seen have a lot of that, or there are very few. We have ourselves airdrops and, of course, different types of enemy damage, too, from not only the Zeeks, but also human beings. And then, of course, there's food decay, and it's seasons in this game, too. You can play all the way through spring, summer, fall, and winter, and of course survival will change that way too. Then of course once we continue with that, we can then name our save game 1, 2, 3 if we want to, or whatever, and then we could jump into the game. But this game is quite interesting, as it's already handcrafted and kind of pre-made, where there's not really a lot of RNG to it, other than perhaps where loot will be and of course where large numbers of enemies will be. There's always the starter spawn, which is great for beginners. It starts with basically a car that's broken down and some supplies inside the houses there, backpacks, some weapons, and some other things to get you started. But then there's also other places across the map that allow you to spawn where it's a little more challenging, or possibly a little more risk and a little more reward. There's also an airfield in this game, and there's like military bases, and the main objective of the game at the moment is to, well, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's basically to call for help. But help, will it arrive? I guess we're going to find out. But anyway, yes, there's a few different spawns. There's also a PV, or rather an AI trader, and I think they'll also kind of be your ally a little bit. They'll help you out in fighting the enemy if they get close to you, that kind of thing. But of course you can build yourself a base and have a ton of vehicles there, and random coastal spawns too. So that's nice. There's now random spawns. It used to be you'd have to pick one, but it is kind of cool that you get a choice to choose randomness as well. Okay, well, let's pick random and see where we end up in Humanit Z. Let's go. Begins. Here we are at our little boat. Oh, looks like we already got some shoes or something. Oh my god, shoes. What are these, high tops? Well, we could definitely use those, I suppose. Now, of course, everything is going to be useful to us in a game like this, as we, of course, oh, there's a rock too. Well, alright, maybe not everything. But everything we would find in a home, like, for example, maybe other clothing, any sort of bottles of water, cans, that type of thing can all be of use to us. Our character can also be set to an amateur boxer, so we can take up to 300% melee damage, but only if we're using our fists. Now, right now we've gone as a bio junior diesel mechanic or whatnot because, well, they can get a lot more fuel. The game's looking lush, though. This is much better than I've seen in the past. I played this quite a bit. This is a good step in the right direction. Got some Zeeks over there. Obviously, there must be some sort of valuables nearby because they are crawling everywhere. But let's go ahead and jump over here to this car and see what we can find. Oh, good. A fresh soda. There's a letter in here. Some other stuff that you start with a little lore related. Oh, look at that. We actually have a, yeah, we have a hose for siphoning fuel if we happen to find a car. First and foremost, we want to find ourselves a melee weapon, and then, of course, a backpack and some other things that we could possibly use, like bandages or clothing to make those things. Oh, and unfortunately, well, wait a minute. Well, we don't have a lockpick, so, oh, well, would you look at that? Wait, unlocked from the outside? The hell kind of a door is this? Oh, nice. There's graffiti inside the houses. Very nice. Let's go ahead and close that door. And we'll try to be a little more stealthy now. Obviously, Zeeks are not around at the moment, but they could possibly come by in a horde. I've certainly hidden many a bathroom in this game in order to try to avoid the enemy during night, or at least detection. And so you kind of just sit still. This is the type of game, too, where we need to seek for shelter in the winter and, of course, during rain. So hiding out in a house during a rainstorm might be a good idea. But in this game, we don't have the character progression that we do in Zomboid, where it starts right at the very beginning of the outbreak. Things have been going on for a while, so there's already designated groups. There's already a group of people that are already trying to hunt you, essentially. So certainly important to try to find some weapons to deal with them. They'll be basically Mad Max style, right? Like they're going to be guarding checkpoints, waiting to ambush anybody and steal their stuff, kill them, take anything that they can from them. There's a lot of stuff here, too, that's already good, but I need to find myself a backpack if I can. So going into homes, usually you'll find those laying on a bed. You can also find guns and ammo pretty much laying around and or in a bedroom too, so certainly worth it to check every nook and cranny that you can. Oh, they've changed the top-down perspective as well. There used to be kind of a little bit more of a bird's eye view like this, but now there's been more of a focus on trying to allow you to see a little bit further down, which certainly helps with driving. So we'll continue to head down this way. So right now we found ourselves at Echo 1, I believe, the lower left corner of the map. Now there's a military base up here where the radio tower is, so that's kind of our main goal. I think there's a town kind of to the east or southeast of that, and the starter point that's for beginners is down here to the southeast. We're in the southwest, to be precise. So yeah, we're in the southwest corner. And in the northeast, there's also an airfield, and there's also an RV to find in this game. So pretty cool that we can actually find like a recreational vehicle to be able to then sleep in. Of course, there's beds in there. And then, of course, there's also a refrigerator and some storage. And then also, the best thing probably about it is that there's a kitchen. So you can use it as a mobile base, or you can park it somewhere and then build a wall around it and essentially make it like your main building. And then if you get found out, whatever, overrun, you can kind of leave with everything you got. Well, we have a little bit of a screwdriver here, so we'll take that as a melee weapon. I guess we'll put that in our hand. And some of the major changes now, for those of you wondering, is the developers are now trying to make it so you can carry much more weaponry with you at all times. So the good news is they're going to make it so it's easier to carry more guns and be able to salvage those things. There, we got a screwdriver now, better than nothing. And I think this might also be used to, there might be some other things we can do with this. Of course, oh boy, that's bad. Uh-oh. You know, actually, I wonder if we could disable the battery here. Oh, it'd be cool if we could pop the hood open and do that. Car alarm going off, not good news. Luckily, I don't see any zombies nearby. They're pretty much everywhere, but they're not always everywhere. They're certainly around all the major locations like a gas station or the downtown areas, but sometimes they're not near like a singular suburban home. In Zomboid and many other games, I've seen them really well spread out, but here it seems like they're a little bit more towards the urban areas. But of course, you can pull them away from those areas too. Monitoring our health, our food, and our water and energy in the lower left corner, as well as our temperature, looks like we're pretty good. So we got lucky spawning kind of in the, I'm assuming this must be summer. Okay, let's have our character chill out a little bit. I had their guard up since there was, of course, the car alarm going off. We can also hunt animals that are out in the wilderness. There's also bears in this game, so, you know, I immediately hate this game. But, no, it's quite fun to actually find a car and fix it up. It's got to be the #1 thing I do every time is try to find a car and then just try to load it full of loot and then find a place to lay low and bring all my stuff till I figure out a plan. And it's the same in many of these other zombie games where I want to... Oh, my God. Really? Every car? Jeez. Anyway, Oh boy, here they come. All right, let's get our first little bit of combat in here. And we got our screwdriver. So hi, how you doing? Yeah, that's right. Ooh, he's trying to hit me. Oh, and now I've attracted the whole group. Hi there, pal. Dad to death, please. Oh, he's getting me on the ground. Oh, we got a runner. We got a runner coming after us. That's probably the most dangerous of them all. Oh, nice. He's knocked down. Oh, okay. Missed him. Of course, we can also jump on top of cars and keep away from the enemy that way. They also have dogs that will come after us, and of course crawlers. There's bloaters, and there's like zombies in hazmat suits, and of course they can explode if you shoot them. So kind of fun to be able to try to, you know, solutionate problems such as this. But really, for the most part, with most of these zombies, you want to try to kite them towards you and then take care of them. Some of them can actually have good loot. You saw that little black bag that he dropped there. The main lane is quite good. It actually is a lot more responsive. And the multiplayer is getting a lot better, too, where the lag and things like that are important. Like the timing of your attacks are a little bit easier to pull off. There's also, you know, special attacks with certain weapons and things like that. Kind of. Oh, there we go. And, of course, we got ourselves shotguns, assault rifles, SMGs, lots of handguns, hunting rifles. Jeez, these guys have got to be the worst. Hi, guys. Can you guys please, like, die? Okay. Yeah, dealing with them on the ground is annoying. I think there is a way to maybe bash their brains in, but I just want this guy over here to die to death. If I could just go ahead and get him real quick. Sir? Thank you. Oh, we could search the bodies, too, and not just the... Oh, there's another thing that this guy dropped. That's the wrench, and... Okay, ma'am, sir. Okay, everybody's very rude in this town. There we go. All right, cool. Zombie explosion. Oh, good. Oh, wonderful. Lockpicks. All right, let's go ahead and drop the cigarettes. I don't know why I have. I don't know why I have those. Bad habit, I guess. Let's go ahead and now have a little something to eat, and we'll quickly eat that. We can. Oh, right there. Consume 1. Now, a lot of this stuff will stack too. So if we get like 14 Pepsis or something, we can definitely stack them all together. So inventory is not as much of a mess as you'd think it is. I do want to go in this house, though. And where are we right now, kind of? Okay, so we're actually heading towards a town. So I think we should continue to head north. We can also find a clock or a watch to be able to tell what time it is, and also a compass. Oh, that guy was pretty well armored. We're going to need to find some bandages, though. And the screwdriver's almost toast. So this is good. Like, this is pretty good survivability here. This is still locked. Let's try to use our lockpick. How do we do that? Try L. That should trigger our lockpick to be used. Try L. Locked open. Ah, to hell with it. I'll figure out another way in. Because I want to see if there's actually an open window or something. That could be the case too. Or a back door, honestly. Sometimes a back door will be open. But let's use this as an example, right? You don't have a lockpick. You need to get into a house. You can just go ahead and bash the window, I think. Or not? Okay, maybe we need more of a baseball bat to get in there. But of course, we can bash a window, and that's going to be bad news. It's going to attract all the neighbors around. And I also noticed a lot of, like what looks to be pickable flowers out there. So there could be some more alchemy to this game, you know, like magic potions. Oh, there we go. I unlocked it. Maybe they got rid of the mini game for that. Maybe just got to spam it or something. Here we have a cable. Oh, good duct tape. Nice. That could be used to repair weaponry. So that's good. I'm not going to use that on this... screwdriver, though. I think I'm going to try to use something else. We need food. We do. Written on the walls in blood. I guess that kind of tells you, hey, there's, you know, not any food here. Alright, we're in a good spot. We have ourselves, pretty good clothing now. Checking the beds for stuff, too. Not only are you going to be checking containers, but also yourself. You're going to check and see if a room is going to be worth it to go into. There we go. We've unlock that. I guess maybe with a lockpick now it's automatic. There used to be a mini game, but at least that got rid of that. We could change from a red to a blue hat. Lucky us. But checking the map, though, we do appear to be facing south. So if we head north, there's a few more homes up there. So things could get a little bit better. Now, when we enter the town, it's a little bit more of a medium density. Think of kind of like Brooklyn if it were more suburban. And, oh, there we go. Brown hoodie will be good, as we can keep warm and possibly fight off attacks that way. But yeah, it's going to be a good idea to go to that town eventually, and that's where a lot of vehicles can be found. There's also like Lamborghini in the game, and a lot of other funny kind of joke vehicles that, yeah, you probably think they'd be pretty sweet trophies to fix up, and they certainly are, and we've done it before. And there's a big jump at the airfield that you can go across, so that's a lot of fun. But, of course, you want something like a van. Obviously, vans and RVs are going to be incredibly fuel inefficient, and SUVs too. But there are survivor SUVs that we can find that are broken down prepper vehicles that will have a lot of guns and ammo in them. And then you might want to find something more like maybe a sedan to do your scouting. Maybe even a hatchback, and then work your way up towards a truck or a van, which is great for big-scale looting, especially if you found all the stuff. Of course, you can always do the scouting and the looting, and then try to put everything in one spot to pick it up. Okay, I don't see any zombies in these houses, too. It'd be nice to have a surprise every once in a while. Alright, let's see here. We got a lighter and a sewing kit. That's good. We can start fixing up some of our clothing. Now, what we really need to find is a damn backpack. There is a way to be able to find, or to make one, but at this point I'm going to try to see if we can actually find one. That couch is completely wrecked. Good stuff here, though. Beef jerky, some food, hopefully maybe a gun. We can find some garages, too. It'd be nice to find a, maybe like a bunch of tools, a rake or something like that to keep the enemy at bay. Alright, well, not too much here to be worried about. But we can go out the door. Locked from the inside? There we go. I think that could be flipped around where a door could only be locked from the inside. Okay, there's a runner over there. This guy right here is a runner. We're going to try to do quote-unquote stealth. I'll probably get caught right away, but we're going to just try. I do want to see if we can get to a trunk of a car. And or maybe to some more homes. I feel like these guys will be pretty smart and turn around right when I don't want them to. Another thing of duct tape. Great. Let's get rid of the shoes and go for duct tape. And let's also... let's take a quick little drink here. Now, I feel like their vision is based on movement, just like the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. If we're running and being loud, not only can they see us, but hear us too. And I think maybe weather effects might have something to do with that too. Oh, got one of them on us. We're just going to go ahead and see if we can sneak away with him and try to kill him silently. Now it looks like he's attracting a friend. No good for us. We'll try to lose him in the house. One of the great tactics in Zomboid is not fighting the enemy, but like kind of luring them into an area to try to then either trap them somewhere or just get away. It's always fun to either have like a Molotov go off and burn them all and try to escape. Usually you're not clearing an area is what I'm saying, especially alone, and especially at the beginning of the game, and this is no exception. We're completely... Oh, there's a guy with a backpack. Yeah, look at that. Alright, let's see if we can kill him and get that backpack. Let's see if the game has now made it so we can get their equipment. We still have our screwdriver. So screwdriver you, sir. Ooh. Oh, and now that screwdriver broke. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, not good. Guy's in real good shape, this guy. Worst case scenario, what I should have done is the little, oh boy. The little sweater that I started with, the shirt that I started with, I should have kept and tried to make a bandage out of. Guy's bad. He's a runner right here, I think. Bad news. And here comes the runner. Not entirely sure if the, oh wow, that was good luck. Oh boy. Not entirely sure if the, oh boy. If the guy who has the backpack on is actually going to drop that if he dies, if and when he dies. But I've got an idea to escape this guy. We'll go ahead and try to run a little bit, and then we'll jump the fence. And then we'll jump the fence again. And we'll kind of mess with his pathing a little bit. There we go. Alright, well, at least we were able to get away from that. So, it's good. These are, like, actually really dangerous and deadly situations. I'm really happy that it's not so easy at the moment. It's much more difficult than I was expecting. And that's good because, you know, you want a slow start, and that's kind of where the drama comes in. Let's go ahead and unequip that. Doesn't look like I could break down. All right, might have to actually be t-shirts and stuff. So, all right, let's keep going from house to house. Getting a little unlucky with some of our finds, but also exciting to see. Oh, there's a deer there. Exciting to see if we're going to survive, right? Now, obviously in these games for quite some time, it's all stealth and a little bit of action. A lot of fleeing and evasion as you're trying to find a car and hopefully a weapon. I mean, it'll be a lot better once we find a crowbar, which would be great because that not only is a weapon but a tool too. Got an empty barn here with something in it, actually. Fuel, maybe? Oil, okay. That could be refined. And as a junior biodiesel researcher, we can certainly do something with that. Alright, let's try to get into this house. Is that a dead rat? A red bandana, okay. A green hoodie. Now, right now, we're on the lowest, or rather, the standard game mode, and with anything unchanged, it certainly is going to take us a while to find what we need here. Oh, eating that will mean that we need to drink more, make us more thirsty. I'm going to try not to carry much with us. We checked the washer. There we go. Check this out. We got a machete. That's perfect. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, so now we can fight a bit more. Actually, I want that red bandana to see if we could possibly make that into a... We can wear that. That's cool. But let's see if we can rip that up into a bandage. We go to our crafting menu. This might be where we're able to do it. There we go. All right, now we were able to make 2 bandages out of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and use those then. We'll treat ourselves. A little treat. So yeah, good. Bandana, able to heal up twice. So we might be able to do that with the other shirt that I found, or the other hoodie. Healing for 1/4 of our health, which is great. So those are really indispensable. Looks like we're up to 40 now. Okay, maybe a little more than that. Let's see. Crafting. We need a shirt or a bandana. Okay. Well, we are able to make a backpack with rags and sticks, so that might be what we're having to resort to here. I was trying to avoid that. And you know what'll happen too, if the moment I craft that backpack, we'll find like a military backpack or like a hiking backpack. But at least we're not completely unarmed, and at least now we've got some health. A little bit. Enough to flee and GG. Flee and GG. That's really what we want to do unless we get lucky. Keep peeking around. If you get lucky, good. Ah, we have a police officer here. This is bad. They're wearing armor, so it could be very difficult to actually deal with this guy. We want to go for headshots, obviously. Great, 3 shots. Beautiful. We're in. Oh, and look at this. Police body armor. Let's go. Where the hell do we wear that? Okay, right there. Nice. Okay, so now we're in business. Let's check out what we got here. A couple of cars. Possibly that van. That van's looking in good shape. B.A. Baracus. Let's go. All right, we got big and thick. Let's deal with the big and thick. Nothing wrong with that, you know. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot wrong with that. He hits like a truck. There we go. Woo! And we got our runner. And it looks like another police one. Oh, this is like a mega... Oh, this is like a mean and mad. Oh, wow, this guy's real. Like a jug. This guy's a juggernaut. I got really nothing to deal with this guy. Oh, and I can't climb over that. Oh, boy. Well, last chance. Let's hope that the van works. What? Is it locked? Oh, boy. Wow, I don't remember this motel being here. Well, let me give you a tour real quick before I die. This is a motel. A hotel, a Holiday Inn. Oh, wow. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. That's a shame. Oh. That's how it goes. But the good news is when you die, you are able to respawn wherever you want, and then also go get your stuff too. Oh, wait. Oh, we kept our stuff. Well, that's good for me, at least for today's video. Good. But we died with what we were holding, so it was just the machete. So, and then a red cap again. Well, thank you. Where are we now? Oh, we're on the opposite side of the map. Okay. Well, that's good. I haven't seen some of these things over here. That van that I was trying to get into, I was holding F to try to get into that van. And typically, all vehicles are unlocked. And then I think you have an option of hot wiring them. No, I don't think you have to hot wire any vehicles. But what's important about this is I feel like a lot of players will die, especially during their first few playthroughs, and will happen in multiplayer. And I think this is designed so that way you can choose when you stop playing. If your character dies, you can end the game and do your permadeath thing and go restart a new character, which is a very fun thing about Zomboid. Frustrating, but that's what makes it alluring. So you're in charge. You know, if you want to just quit the game and come back with a new character in multiplayer, you can totally do that. You'll restart your skills. You could choose not to use any of your items, or maybe your friends will get them. But that's what happens with multiplayer. You know, there's always the run to go get your stuff again. But let's go ahead and make sure we don't do that again. So let's go ahead and go with our clothes. So yeah, even after all of our experience in this game previously, still very tough. And a lot of luck of the draw, really. I mean, you could be the luckiest guy in the world and get nothing, and then play your first time and find like a sniper rifle, that kind of thing. But yeah, so there's a vehicle. We found that. That was good, that red van. So now we know that's there. Likely, though, it probably wouldn't work. There would have to be some sort of a repair to the engine. We would probably have to wait, unable to lock from the outside, but locked. What the hell? How the hell does that work? Anyway, yeah. So vehicles, they usually need like a fuel pump, a starter, a battery, and I think a fan belt. And then also the vehicle will need to be repaired. There could be like a damage to the overall vehicle, so you can get that repaired, and then continuously repair that throughout. Now, a good pro tip here is that if you're looking to repair any sort of parts that you put inside of a vehicle, like if you have a great pristine vehicle and you find like a crappy battery and a fan and stuff, other things for backup, and you're like, well, I'll save these for later. If you put them in that vehicle, then use a repair kit, especially if somebody's a mechanic, you're in good shape, man. You will be able to have yourself a merry little Christmas with being able to repair all the stuff in that vehicle. In other words, your crappy battery can then be fully repaired if you do your things right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of this, actually. I want to drop that on the ground. I do want to grab that wardrobe for the... Yeah, I want that, the 69 jersey. Nice. We're going to try to see if we can make that into a craftable item. There we go. More bandages. That's what we were missing before. We can make repair kits for the vehicles there. We just need a car battery, screwdriver, small wrench, and gears. And also we want to make some stuff out of sticks. As you can see now, it's getting to be nighttime. So that's fun, right? Let's go ahead and take that bandana and craft something out of that too. Oh, it has to be in our inventory. But yeah, this duct tape, very valuable. I can't tell you how many times I've had a baseball bat in my backpack, and or a like a crowbar or something, and not able to repair it. And those duct tape kits, man, are amazing. Also, there are gun repair kits too, so you can repair guns, and you can repair tools and weapons that way too. There are hammers in the game, so that'll be how you build. And then also, of course, that's how you do a little early melee. You're probably more than likely going to find a hammer. Wait a minute here. Hold on, look. Oh, look at this. We've got ourselves a garage. And that guy looks really tall and tough. What the, is that a new type of zombie? This new update, I don't remember seeing like a big juggernaut before. Like that. Maybe they were in the game, but that seems kind of new to me. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get up here. See if we can attract the attention of that quote-unquote new zombie. Oh, they just kind of seem like regular zombies. This guy looks like really small, like he's a damn toddler or something coming at us. The runners are the worst, though. Those are the ones that you always want to try to use a shotgun on. They're like the ferals from State of Decay. And if you like State of Decay a lot, this will have that kind of base building, too, where you can then grow food and things like that. It's a little more similar to Zomboid. But at this point, I should have went as an amateur boxer, honestly. If you're thinking you're going to have bad luck, or if you usually have bad luck in these games, go as a boxer. 300+% damage for like hand-to-hand combat. But you're going to be taking a lot more damage too. So maybe a boxer paired with somebody who's a medic, they'll heal you up real nice. But hey, remember, we're wearing our police armor too now, so that's good. But at least the respawn makes a frustrating experience a little less frustrating, especially if you're learning for the first time. We got low stamina here, so we got to back off. I'm missing these guys. I wonder if low stamina means that you're more likely to miss. But imagine beating the crap out of a zombie. Machete is an incredible weapon, though. Machete was probably one of the best melee weapons you can get. In addition to, like I mentioned, a crowbar. And maybe even like a fireman's axe. I think there might be like a standard axe and then like a fire department axe. They may have differences. I can't remember. Battery. All right, not worth it. Where are we at now? Let's see. We're near some railroad tracks. As much as I remember, the trains don't really have anything good in them. But that could have all changed. Continue to go down this road. I'm going to try to avoid this guy. And again, we're going to continuously push towards homes and check for a backpack. That's really the best way to get started. And then, of course, there's over encumbrance, too, for carrying things like, you know, you can't carry around 9 car batteries. That'd be insane. So you can maybe carry around 1 or 2 without being too over encumbered. And I cannot recall, but I think maybe there might be something about backpacks. Maybe I'm thinking of another game. Alleviating a certain percentage of your over encumbrance. So it'll make it so the level is a little higher for you to be over encumbered. Don't give me a car alarm. A fishing rod. Great. Well, that's great. Okay, maybe we'll find like a rake or something in here. Wood and a hammer. Well, I'll take the hammer. The wood we'll need for construction later. I think we may also be able to make like a spiked wood bat or something out of that. Go to this house here. Overall, good design on the homes. I think a lot of these buildings are one floor out here, but they do become multi-storied buildings eventually. There we go. That's new, getting in through the bathroom. Okay, I didn't think about that before. That's cool. Man, come on, be nice to me, man. Usually there's a backpack on these beds and stuff. Maybe when you play multiplayer, there's a higher chance, and that's what we've been doing a lot lately, is playing multiplayer, where I'm assuming that the loot is a higher rate of spawn because there's so many people, and you know nobody wants to run around forever. So let's try that. All right, well, no luck there with a car or any sort of weapon. But I do like the fact that we can wander around for a long time before we can find anything good. Once you start to get once you stumble upon a police car that's mildly defended and you're able to use a machete to kill all the defenders or the enemies that are near it, and you get a shotgun or a handgun, especially a shotgun, though, things become so much more fun. Oh, there could be a raider base up here. Oh, indeed it is. I think, yes. Okay, so there are some AI enemies here. And these guys are equipped with shotguns, handguns, etc. And I think if they see us, they'll start shooting. What's nice here is that this guy doesn't actually see us yet. And he does seem to have something on his back. Is that for arrows? Does he have a... Oh, looks like a bedroll or something there. Anyway, if they see us, they may kill us. Or this is an NPC trader. Oh, yeah. Well, they're certainly not friendly. The go away symbol is a pretty good indicator that they'll kill us. But this is a good thing to mark on your map and then come back to later. Let's stay the hell away from that. But good idea to mark this for another time. We'll go ahead and mark that with an X. And we'll just kind of be mindful to come back. I'm going to go ahead and run because if he shoots, it's going to be bad. Okay. Oh, and he's actually on a patrol of the exterior too. Okay. The AI doesn't seem to wander around. They actually are on a patrol pattern. That's cool. Now, if you want to live completely away from the city, that fishing pole that we found back at the car is a good way to do that. Obviously, finding that fishing pole and then building a little house or a cabin out in the woods. Good way to be able to live off the land and not worry too much about, you know, trespassers. But another thing you could do, too, is make like a rain barrel. So water's not too difficult to get either. So there's certainly a lot of ways to get fresh water. And there's a lot of dirty water in this game, too. And that is, of course, dealt with purification pills and or boiling. Survivor camp. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, survivor camp. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a trap. They're listening for vehicles, I think. Box of nails and or another lockpick. Lockpick stack and can be broken. So, good idea to have a few of those. And there's a car in front of us. So when you do find a working car, this one is not. When you do find a working car, though, the quest to then start making that your temporary base begins. That's where you're going to come back to a few times to get those batteries and other things like that. That opens the whole world up. You know, you can totally go on foot the whole way if you want to, but I mean, that vehicle being able to carry extra stuff with you, extra ammo, and then being able to bring things back. There are gun stores in this game, so being able to bring any sort of gun and ammo with you is a great thing. Oh, this is new. I don't remember this at all. Oh, that's cool as hell. We now have the ability to fuel homes or generators attached to homes that then can give us electricity and maybe even fuel too. Like, for example, one of the things that I really liked about a game called Vane is that you could connect natural gas trucks to homes and buildings. And so you could take like a small diner, which might have like a propane tank or something attached to it for heating and gas, and then turn that into a base that'll work for a very, very long time, only turn that heater on when absolutely necessary and or cooking. So this seems to be a great way to be able to warm a home and then also possibly do some cooking. If there's a gas stove or even electric, good thing. And you might be able to use the electricity for other things too. I think there might be crafting benches that do require that, but there of course is crafting in this game. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer really. All I've got now is a hammer for a weapon, and it's starting to become nighttime. I believe we do start with a flashlight. Yeah, everybody comes equipped with a flashlight. If you press T, that'll use your flashlight, but then also you'll have to find batteries for it. So those batteries that I found earlier, that's exactly what they would be used for. Go ahead and start moseying around. Looks like they've changed up how some of the raider camps work. Maybe I don't remember some of these before because we always kind of have a typical plan that we go with. But in this case, this all feels new to me. Okay, we got some zombies here. This might not be a place worth going to. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're gonna skedaddle, and we'll try to lose them. Looks like a former survivor camp, though, where somebody had gotten bitten, and that's what happens. Let's make our way to the north. Let's go ahead and move our camera north. Okay, character's moving north now, so a good idea to check direction, too. You can press Q and E to change the perspective. So, good way to be able to, you know, tell which way is north is keep your camera pointed that way, especially if you're trying to find something. Again, there are compasses in the game, and if you've watched this far into the video and you just skipped here, what are you doing? You go right back to the beginning of this video. What are you doing? Skipping around, asking what game this is, what do you do? Hey, 90% of people who skip the video then just are the first person to ask questions. It's like going to the back of a book and then asking what happened. You go right back to the beginning, mister. What are you doing? Goofballs. But hey, thanks for watching, though. All right, let's go ahead and see what's in this house. We got to find something good, man. I'm really shocked, actually, at the very big lack of, like, weaponry. Again, going back to what I said about multiplayer, you go into a house, you're likely to find a handgun, a weapon, or a backpack, like a melee weapon, I should say, and more working vehicles, too. We did find one, though. Oh, never mind. We found another one. This is a working vehicle. Oh, we got a big and thick next to it. Sir? Oh, this is a stealth zombie. But he skipped his first day of stealth training wearing that high visibility vest. What's up, fella? How's it going, pal? Gonna give him a real headache. Ooh, and he hits like a truck. Oh, good. There we go. Nice. He's done. Unlikely to find something in a working vehicle. Let's see. Oh, wow. All right. There is something in there. Okay. So we got a little future bandage. And look at that. Somebody ripped out the fan belt, fuel pump, battery, and starter. I'm imagining that maybe enough time has passed to where some of these things are bad, but then you'd think the fuel would be kind of the first thing to go to. Oh, good. The house is open for business. So we have a vehicle. Nice. And actually a pickup truck. Vans and pickup trucks. So we're good with the vehicles, right? We got an ammo box here. No ammo, though. Oh, yeah. Stereotypical devs putting a damn ton of crap on the stairwell. I can't tell you how many games do that, man. I mean, they got to tell the player, like, hey, man, you can't really get up here. But I don't understand that. Like, what is the thought of the survivors as the zombie outbreak happens? Hey, honey? Yeah, I'm hearing a zombie apocalypse is going to take place. Let's get all the kids' furniture and the dresser drawers and stuff and pile it on the second. Before we head out to the evac point with the alarms blaring, yeah, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's, good idea to, yeah, put all of our, yeah. Oh, you're already on it? Cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did talk about that in our day one zombie outbreak meeting. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, let's eat some chips. Gonna be a little salty, though. And then let's open this luggage here and see if we can find ourselves a bandana. And we're going to try to make another bandage out of that. Always a good idea to have bandages on you. There are med kits, there are painkillers, there's other ways to heal, but bandages are probably your best one. I mean, there's just so much stuff to find that can be turned into a bandage. It's great. I wish there was ways to buff bandages. I don't know if there's a way, at least in the present moment, to be able to, be able to add some alcohol or disinfectant to it. Of course, you can make Molotovs that way. Take a bandage, or rather a rag, and put it on there. Hey, we got stale rice. Cook that too. And that's exactly what those kitchens would be used for, is to boil that rice. And get some good flavor going. Now we got another zombie out here, and another house across the street. No runner at the moment. So now our goal begins. Like, our goal is to go from house to house, garage to garage, and see what we can find. Now, there's also, as you'd imagine, a little, like, self-storage building in the game. So that, of course, will help you to find a lot of stuff. Okay, we now are a survivor. We are a level 1 survivor. We could do the... Oh, that's why we couldn't use the lockpick. It's a skill. Okay. I'm going to use the sprinter one, though, because I need to run my ass around. Okay, so I guess that explains why the lockpick wouldn't work. The lockpick minigame must still be in here. Oh, look at this guy. He was trying to sneak in the house. Oh, has he got armor on? Oh, there's somebody trying to break out the house, too. Okay. Ooh, nice. Right in the noggin. Quickly check. Nothing. We're good. Another feller. Hello, sir. I really do hope, though, that the zombie we saw earlier with the backpack does drop that kind of thing. Because, of course, police wearing the police vest dropped the police vest, and we were able to loot him for that. Oh, look at that. A rope. Okay. Any backpacks? There's a black hoodie in the middle of the floor. And a little TV. Maybe some painkillers in there. Bottle of multivitamins. I believe that helps us preventing and getting sick. Okay. Right, so let's mark the vehicle here on the map too. And we can mark things with different markers. I kind of didn't really mention that, but we'll put a little house there reminding us that there's a vehicle. And a white X2 just letting us know. And I guess we'll continue further up the road. Now, even though it looks like we're walking in the middle of nowhere, there could still be, police cars and accident scenes with ambulances and things that we can, of course, loot, including those white survivor vans that I mentioned earlier. Those things can be really important. Glad that the nighttime is not too dark, though. We can actually still see quite a bit. That might only be for really getting into homes that are a little darker. Does appear to be something up here, and we'll need to get something to drink. We could have a little bit of brewski, brah. Gotta have something. Nice. Okay. Let's head up here. Now, another thing in this game, too, that pond over there looks radioactive to me, but I think it truly is just a bunch of, like, algae and maybe, pond scum. But there is areas where it's radioactive, so we will need a mask in order to get to certain areas. And I think they might even affect you inside of a vehicle. I'm really happy, though. Seeing that deer, I got a little worried, but there are zombie dogs, and usually they're plentiful, too, and we haven't really gotten one of those yet. Maybe a thing more in the cities where, of course, there's just tons of zombies in the city that are real tough. And big groups that, of course, increase the danger a lot more. And another area that we like to go is probably, I forget exactly where it is. I think you start around here, and then there's like a gas station somewhere around here. There's a gas station, and that is always a nightmare, but a great place to go. You get a lot of food there, a lot of snacks. Let's see what we got here. Would love to have a vehicle in here. Smiley face t-shirt. Wonderful. Mocking me now. I'm not seeing any sort of I was hoping to find like a little locker. You'd think you'd find some tools or something in there, but no, not today. So if we went back, if we started in that tutorial survivor zone, I think we do start with like maybe a handgun. Maybe there's some gun and ammo nearby. There's also like a crossbow or a bow and arrow you can find too. So a lot of good stuff to get you started, as well as a quick little spawn vehicle that you do still have to repair. So let's check where we're going now. Lots of zombies up here. Now, I also think they're not affected by the light, so as a courtesy to the player, you can actually, use your flashlight without attracting attention. Although that might not be the same for other players. If you're playing PvP, they'll see that. Ooh, oh. Speaking of other players. Oh, look at that. There's like a... Oh, we got a runner. I don't know if this guy's going to be friendly or not. I don't think so. Okay, alright. Hey, we got a friendly NPC, I think. Hey, let's team up, bro. Oh, no, they're down. I'm getting them. No, fight. What are you... Oh, God, okay. Get him. Bro, what are you doing? I'm trying to help you. No, you idiot. No. I had to do it. You saw them attack me. Those idiots. Oh, yes, though. A machete and some pain pills. Let's go. Oh, that's cool. So not only can we find organized groups, but also solo survivors. So that's cool. I do like that. So if you do happen to kill a NPC or like a human player of any type, they'll have stuff on them. Let's get a kitchen knife too. Actually, I don't want that now. I want to save a little bit of space, see if we can find a backpack. Alright, so we just had our first human kill. Awesome. Let's see if we can... There we go. Not wasting any more time with that. 5.56, that's promising. Let's see if we can find the gun here. Carrying tons of ammo is not a great idea. A liter of cola, energy drink. Yeah, carrying ammo when we don't have the gun is a bad idea, is what I mean. Oh, hold on, sir. Sir, I'm having a drink here. Sir, do not interrupt my Coca-Cola. Okay, that's it. Had enough of this crap. But now we got our machete again. We're back in business. We know where our truck is. This is great. We've got some bandages. That's outstanding. Is this another... go away. I don't want any. Damn Girl Scouts. How the hell are they still alive? Oh, wait a minute. She's got snickerdoodles. Those are a weakness. Oh, and the peanut butter ones? Oh. All right, what is the best Girl Scout cookie? Oh, man, they do not take no for an answer. Oh, my God. Girl? Okay. What does she got on her? Rope? Oh, those are the fudge stripes. Okay. Those are dank. They're all good. All right, let's unlock. Okay, also cool that players can lock doors too. So that means if you, are in a house, you can actually lock it. No one can sneak up behind you unless they break a door or a window or a door, which of course you'll be able to hear. But they could also have a lockpick. Okay, this is a really good progression though. This is very, very slow. And one of the things that the multiplayer brings in is a much faster progression with a little bit more aggressive players, either to play against or to compete against to loot stuff. So certainly a much different experience. Let's go ahead and repair this with the duct tape now. You can see the machete jump up a bit. That is probably our best weapon, really, that we're going to find. So we were very lucky to find that conveniently given to us as a gift by our friend. Very, very true. All right, well, this is a good spot for a base, actually. Or at least a temporary base to kind of gather our thoughts. That sounds like a dog. Let's go ahead and close that. I think they can wander through. This is a good spot to hunker down for a little while. We could also store stuff here. There's 5.56. We have a little bit of storage. And kind of a good area to, like, relax for a while. Not the best, but, we could use the refrigerator as storage for now. And then also, there might be... water in the toilet so we could maybe get some purification pills, and then also this door here. So this is good. We can gather our thoughts here, gather our stuff, and then go back to that car, which is not too far away. Good stuff, man. I'm really hoping to see a lot more from this game in the future, and I hope you are too. It's got promise, and it always has, really. What'd you think? Humanit Z is out now, and the 9.1.2 experimental version is available for everyone. Just right-click on your game and go to Properties, and then do the drop-down thing under Betas to set it to that. A lot of cool stuff that I've seen change. It looks better, it feels better, and I'm looking forward to a better experience overall. And I really like the progression here. So much scaled back now, and it takes a lot longer to find things and much more to find, so it's always good. Every loot that you try to gather is like a slot machine. It's exciting. And of course the companions now, and more weapons added, and more vehicles, and much more to discover. I mean, there's been maybe 3 or 4 or 5 updates since we've had our last major video on the channel about this one. We've streamed it a few times, but this game is one that just keeps getting better, and it's really cool. Let me know if you find my sweater in the game, by the way, too. Thanks to the devs for popping that in, and thanks for them telling me all about the update that is out now. So, at least in experimental. We'll see how the full update goes and what other patch notes await us, as of course there's so much more to see and so much more to learn. If you'd like to see more, again, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, and goodbye.